Hi everyone, here we are for day 9 of the 13 Frights before Halloween, and I've added a few extra decorations in the pages, and she's getting really thick. I get carried away with Halloween, but I'll show you what I did. Found some little goodies at Michael's when I stopped the other day to get some paper bags for another project I'm going to design. So yeah, we're done with the pages. I'll show you a walkthrough on that as soon as we finish this back cover. We've got to do the back cover. And on the back cover, I'm going to add what I call a wacky upside down waterfall. Most waterfalls start at the top. This one's going to start at the bottom, and it's going to be made with different widths of the pattern paper, so it's great for your scraps, and different heights. But we always start with the biggest one. So for mine, this one is starting out. It's pretty big. It's 4 1/4 by 6 1/2. You always score a 1/2 inch under the bottom of each one, so you have a 1/2 inch hinge. So I rounded the corners with a 1/4 inch and inked those up. So now I'm going to finish getting these others ready and just start adding them into the back cover. Okay, so it's kind of hard. I'm having to let me get a clip. Maybe I can hold this back some. So it might have been better to have done this inside cover before I did all this inside, but it'll work out fine. So I need score tape, and I need my 3/8 inch, because all of these have the 1/2 inch scored hinge at the bottom. And you do put it on the side where the hinge folds. So it's like this. You got your score line, you fold it into the mountain, and then you put your tape here. So I'm going to do that real quick on all of these. Just get the tape, get them ready to put into the book. This one I want to show you because the way the design was, I wanted it to look good on the front and the back. So I did cut another piece of paper and glued two together. So I have two sandwiched here together to do this one. So you can do that if the design on one side is not the right direction for you. You can add a different piece of paper over that and be able to use the one that you wanted on the front. So, and I have, I'm going to count these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flaps. You could probably do more if you wanted to. Now we got the score tape on. And we're starting with this biggest one, which I said with the 1/2 inch is 6 1/2 by 4 1/4. Yours can vary. This is what would fit right in here on this, so nothing any bigger than that. And I'm going to peel the backing off, and it's going to go down here at the bottom instead of traditionally at the top. So I'm just going to attach it here. Now the next one I'm going to do is this one, and you put it on top of the flap. So this one with the 1/2 inch score line is 6 inches tall by 3 3/4. I'm going to center this and just stack it on top of the other. And because it's double-sided pattern, these little hinges, it doesn't matter. And we'll do this next one. So the way this lays, the boo peeks out at the top. So this one with your 1/2 inch is 5 by 3 7/8 wide. So a lot of these were cut out of scraps that I had. So like I said, yours can vary, different sizes. And even a bigger one wider one can overlap. Like this one's a little wider, so it's overlapping that one, and that doesn't bother me. And let's see, do I want this one down next? And then the wide one, I think. So I'm going to do the skinny one. And it's 5 1/4, counting the 1/2 inch, by 2 1/2. And then one more goes right here. It says when witches go riding in black cats. So this one is 3.5, counting the 1/2 inch by 3.5. Real simple to do. It's just a backwards with the flaps go down instead of up. Like this. Whoops. That one doesn't work. You can't do the wide one on there. What am I talking about? Well, you can if you cut it. So think, because I want the wide, I want this on the front. I'm going to cut it. I didn't think about that. Design problem here. So I'm just going to make a cut to the fold line. And if you can lift it up, it'd probably be easier, but just slice that and stick the short flaps down, and then you still have your flap here. So that does work. So like that, that. Now then, I want a photo mat in here, and then I'm going to decide if I want to put some kind of closure piece. Need something pretty big here. In my other album, I had a really cute little jack-o'-lantern that I used. I mean, not jack-o'-lantern, but Frankenstein, but I don't think I have anything big yet that I can use. But I'm going to turn the camera off and kind of rummage around, and then I'll be back. So I thought about it, and I'm going to make my own closure. So I cut out a piece of cardstock, 4 inches tall by 2.5 wide, and then I cut out pattern paper out of the chevron, and it's 2.25 by 3 3/4. And then I made a little hinge. I'm going to use glue on this because it's pretty narrow. So I'm going to use glue on this. So it's about a 3/4 of an inch folded in half and scored, and then I rounded the edges of it. So this is going to go, make sure I get this right. Yeah, right here. So the fold line goes to the top. So I'm going to apply some glue right here to attach it to the flap. This flap's going to go at the top versus the bottom. Now, if I had thought about it when I was cutting it out and patterning it, I could have just made it, cut it longer and scored the flap, but this will work too, like this. Okay, so now I have that. So I'm going to lift this up, and here at the top is where I'm going to glue it, and see, it will come down over this piece here. And maybe I'll put something heavy on it or something to hold it down. So I need some glue. Sometimes you just have to keep playing with different elements of flips and flaps and get them to work the way you want them to. So I want that one there. And I can put a magnet on there, and I think that's what I might do. So I've got that one attached right there. Lift this one up. So see here, glue's on it. Then I cut a photo mat that's going to go under here. And this is black cardstock, and it is 6 inches tall by 4 inches wide. And I'm going to put some ATG gun on it, tape. And I stud punched the corners of this photo mat. No particular reasons, just that's what I decided to do. And so this goes like here. There's the photo mat in there, and those flip down, and this one comes over. So now I need to decide on a magnet. If I put a magnet here, I'm going to have to add a piece of paper on that, but that will be okay. So like that. I do want it to close. Let's see if I have some leftover buttons. Here we go. I'll take a minus and a plus. There was a plus there. It flew off somewhere. I have another one. Here we go. So we peel the backing off. And because I'm going to pattern this really quick, I'm not going to add tape to this just yet. I think I'll just tape over it. This one attach together, bring it down, and close it, and bring it up. So this is where I'm going to need to add something, and I just may use this little bee washi tape or something. So this one needs a photo matting. So I need something that's about 3.5 by 2 3/8 wide. 3.5 by 2 3/8 wide. Go with that. 2.5. Not the right width. No. 2 3/8. And 3/8 by 3.5, wasn't it? Yes. And I need to round the corner. And that was a 1/4 inch at the top. And ink it real quick. And some tape. Before I start on the storage box tomorrow, I've got to clean up my area a little bit. It's getting kind of smaller and smaller. You can't see it all in the video, but trust me, it is. So that one there, okay. And so then that closes down. Now I need some paper or the tape. There's that. It's kind of cool. And I think I'm just gonna tear it so it's kind of jaggedy looking. I'm just gonna attach it right there. Okay, I like that. Now we need to decorate this a little bit. So I'm gonna grab my stickers here. And we have this real pretty oval orange sticker. I think we've used yet, so I'm going to ink that up. This comes with the paper collection. I'm going to stick it right there in the center. Perfect. I like that when witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween. And then I bought some goodies at Michael's because they're on sale. And these are these little foamies. And I know I have a witch's hat in here somewhere. Ah, yes. So I've already used one of the moon earlier in the book, but I'm going to use it again. I'm going to put the witch's hat down here. And these just have the sticky on the back. You just peel the paper off. And they were on sale. I think it was 60% off. So I got several packages of different little Halloween things. The witch's hat, and this little foamy. I wonder if I can ink. Yeah, put a little ink on that one. I didn't the other one, but okay, I'm going to put that one right there. Okay, I like that. So I think that's done. Unless I want to add anything else in here. No, we're just going to leave this way for photos and stuff. And clip this. So have done nothing to the front yet. We're going to try to get to that. This is all still the same with the stickers and the little flip outs. This is where I added the witch. So I'm going to add just a little ink. Kind of make it the witch on the moon. And flip this open. I also punched another cobweb and put it on this side, and I peeled up the bat and stuck it under there to give it some more thickness. I thought it was maybe too thin. And then I had some, excuse me, cardboard spiders that I put here, and then I added the red for the Black Widow gems flat back, and some purple rhinestones for their eyes. And then I had this tag. I bought a pack of tags at Michael's, and I just cut the tag punch hole off, and I glued this big spider and spider web here. And then I had a little foam kitty cat. I added it here. Now I may find me some green eyes, little green rhinestones if I have any. I don't know if I do. I put little eyes on them. If other not, I'm just going to leave it black. And they flip this up. That's the same. Flip this down. And we still have this tag hanging here. And these are the same. So we open these back. And I added a witch's hat here to go with this picture because it goes with this witch. And she's the same. And this. And then here, yesterday after the video, I added some 3D lacquer to these eyeballs. So I don't know if you can tell, but it made them raised and real shiny and goopy, spooky looking. And then has a little photo mat behind it. And I did put glitter on the jar top and on the arrow. Clear Bo Bunny glitter paste. And then I made a little booklet. This is just a piece of scrap of the paper I had, 7 inches by 2.5. Folded it once and folded it into itself, you know, trimmed it and made it fit. And so that just sticks in there. And then I added from the ephemera pack, the Happy Hallows Eve. And then, of course, I've added this bat down here. And then on this one, I reworked this. I showed you that earlier, where I reworked this to make it stay better. And then we have the ghost I made and the tag in the top. I added Beware, Beware at the top here, and then added a photo mat. And a photo mat on the back. So I did do that off camera. And here, this where I was having problems, it's doing better now. I made a shim. If you know what a shim is, you know, like doors, if doors are unlevel, and take a little piece of wood or something, or your furniture, and put a shim under it. So I cut a piece of the black card chipboard, a little square, and I glued it right behind here so you can't see it. It made it a little thicker here at the top to accommodate this thick flaps, and so it stays a lot better. I glued this metal button with a Fright Night and a spider here on this, and so this still flaps up, and the ghost is inside. And the ghost is in this pocket. Spiderweb here, still the paper clips. Did a collage here with the Frankenstein, the tombstone, and the little pumpkin I cut out. And we have the Happy Halloween, and we also have this tag photo mat that pulls out. Here, and then we have this booklet. Turn this, and so on the back side I added a magnet for this little booklet that I trimmed down from the other one. So that sticks there. The little flaps, I added a glitter spider, some of the foam spiders that I got from Michael's. And this cakewalk piece is in with the little bee washi tape, and it is working great. So this is some good tape, so that works really well. I put a photo mat here with the cutest spook ever ribbon. And then I cut this to fit and made a pocket out of it where I had cut the pumpkin off. And then this is a tag from Michael's, and I added the string. And I think it's glittery, happy haunting. I just like it. This is a photo mat with a trick or treat arrow, and you can still slide a photo up under there. So that goes there. And that one goes in there. Flip this back. And on this page, I just left it patterned, but then I added some of this little bee with the seams across the bottom. I really liked how that turned out. And then, of course, here you saw me decorate this. This flips up, magnet holds it closed, and I used matching tape here for that to hold hide the magnet. It's still kind of, you can see it a little bit, but it's not a big deal. It doesn't bother me. So that's the inside of the album, and I'm going to turn the camera off, see how long it's been recording, and decide to start working on the front cover of this. And boy, she is fat, so I'm going to need a really strong type elastic cover here. So I'm hoping it'll fit in the book box. I kind of got carried away, guys. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Bye-bye. Okay, I checked today's video, and it's getting a little long, so I have decided that the decorating of the front of the album is going to be done tomorrow, and so that means that we'll start on Wednesday on the book box. Now, my book is a little chunky. I made it a little bit too many cute things inside. but I've done the ribbon. I started to use elastic, but decided to use the ribbon. So I'm going to untie this and share with you what I did. It's really simple. I lifted this up and pulled this paper, this inner paper up, lifted it up, and then I took my Big Bite and I punched a hole about 1/2 inch from the edge of the album in the center. So you have to use a Big Bite if you're doing this hole punch with these flaps still on. So should have thought of that before and done this sooner. So then I threaded the ribbon after I crimped the eyelet. I threaded a 1/4 inch orange satin ribbon through, and underneath here I taped it down really good, glued it down and taped it, put my paper back, and then I added this little strip of sticker right here, trick or treat sticker on this edge here. So I reinforced it there. So that is the front side, and then on the back, same thing. I lifted everything up. I didn't take it out. I just opened the flaps. Then I peeled this paper up because I had to put it down with the ATG tape, so I used a little bit of undo and undid that, and I also punched this. Now this one is a little closer to the edge. Probably should have done it a little further in, but it's also an eyelet, and this is the ribbon threaded through, so that makes that where we can tie it, and I think it'll make it a little stronger for the pulling, and it won't tear through the paper or there on the front. Also, I went through and thought, now what could I take out? Maybe that was a little too thick. So let's see, where did I put them? I had these. I had the little button with the owl, the metal button, and the foam dots here. So I took that off. Whoops, let me put it up. Sorry. I had the metal button here with the owl on it here. I don't know where I put him. I took that off and replaced it with a flat sticker with some leaves here. So that worked. And then in here where I had this spider, though he's cute, I decided to take him off because he does, it did lift it up just a little bit. So that helped a little bit with the thickness, like that. Probably I should have made it like a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch thicker spine, but I think it's going to work. For me, I don't put a whole lot of pictures in it, so it's more for decoration and flipping through the book. So you just pull it from the front, and I pull it and kind of tie it more on the front here, and just tie a bow for the closure. And that's what I did on my other one. So we'll be ready to decorate this cover tomorrow. And also, if we want, I may decide to cover these eyelets, just use them for reinforcement and cover them with stickers like I did on my other book, so that you don't actually see them. If you don't like that, you can cover that with stickers. So that's where we're at today, and the inside of the book is done. I would have liked for it to lay a little bit flatter, but it's not too bad once I took the 2 thicker buttons out and pull it with a ribbon. So it's going to work fine for me, and I hope you're enjoying working on your album if you're following along or making one later. So come back tomorrow and we'll start our 10th day Frights before Halloween. So it's getting really close to Halloween. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye.